Hello everyone! It was the most impactful and emotional day, so we hasten to share with you all the necessities. Subscribe, give us a like and write your predictions for the Copa America and Euro finals. Who will win the tournaments? And while you're writing, we are proceeding to start. Let's get going! Samuel Umtiti will consider a loan option. The defender has no intention to sue Barca if the contract is terminated. Real Madrid gave permission to Man United to negotiate with Varane. Rafael's transfer is getting closer to its logical end. 11 own goals were scored at Euro 2020. Earlier on, 9 own goals have been scored in the entire history of the Euros. Pickford set England's record for the longest clean sheet streak with more than 721 minutes. Gordon Banks' achievement lasted for 55 years. Carlo Ancelotti asked Real Madrid to sign Everton striker Richarlison. In 24 appearances of the last season of the Premier League, the Brazilian scored 7 goals and gave 3 assists. Tottenham is interested in Frank Yossia. Spurs' new sporting director Fabio Paratici says the English club needs to boost the midfield. Rennes is ready to sell Eduardo Camavinga for 40–50 million euros. Manchester United is considered the main favorite for the signing of the talented midfielder. Barca wants to offer Pedri a renewed contract as soon as the club's financial situation improves. Villarreal terminated the contract with 34-year-old Carlos Bacca. The parties terminated the contract ahead of schedule, which was calculated for 1 more season. Arsenal wants to buy Oussem Aouar. Lyon will release the midfielder for 25 million euros. Dortmund is interested in Marcel Sabitzer. Leipzig is ready to sell their midfielder for 20 million euros. Benfica president Luis Felipe Vieira was arrested on suspicion of fraud and money laundering. PSG suffered a loss of 124 million euros at the end of the 2019-20 season. The club was not punished for the matter. Barcelona sold defender Sergio Akieme to Almeida for 3.5 million euros. Neymar criticized CONMEBOL for disqualifying Gabriel Jesus from the Copa America final. A beautiful analysis of the play. We must congratulate them, wrote Neymar in his Instagram story. Gareth Bale will not retire this summer. He intends to work out his contract with Real Madrid. Arsenal is ready to loan Bellerin to Inter with an obligation to buy him out for 20–25 million euros. Barca apologized for the video with Griezmann and Dembele. There is no place for racism and discrimination in the club. Other people were in charge back then, reads the statement of the Catalan club. I was counting on Eriksen. We are waiting for him at Inter with open arms, said Inter's new coach Simone Inzaghi. All football competitions have been cancelled in Kyrgyzstan due to the coronavirus until July 30. Ball boy Oakley Connonier, who gave the ball to Trent before a corner against Barca, has signed a contract with Liverpool. He is 17 years old and this is his first professional one. Konami has announced that it is the ending of its partnership with footballer Antoine Griezmann due to a racist video. Mario Balotelli moved to the Turkish club Adana Demirspor. The contract is valid for 3 years. Barca humiliated us at Wembley. Busquets made me feel like a minor league player, Rio Ferdinand said. Bayern offered Barcelona 40–45 million euros for Pedri, but the Catalans snubbed. Real is counting on Martin Odegaard. The club decided to sell Isco if a decent offer comes. Real has spent 17 million euros on Hazard's salary for the 252 days he missed in the 2020-21 season due to injury. Coutinho received 16 million euros in 233 days. England will participate in the Euro or World Cup final for the first time in 55 years. Sterling seems interested in Real Madrid, but Guardiola wants the player to stay at Man City. He had a pain in the adductor muscle, but he still wanted to hit the ball. It says a lot about him in human terms. Luis Enrique told the truth. Kane netted 10 goals at the World Cup or Euro for England and repeated Gary Lineker's record. It was difficult at times, but we have Emiliano, and he is a phenomenon. We trust him. Messi praised Martinez after the match against Colombia. Argentina hasn't lost in 19 matches in a row. This is the second indicator in the history of the national team. Italy in the final? Only a few of us believed that before the start of the Euro. This roster is just amazing, happy Roberto Mancini admitted. Pedri? Even Iniesta didn't play like that. It refutes logic. Luis Enrique praised Pedri. Now, it's time for us to dive into the main news of the release. Great news! We are waiting for the Latin American Clásico in the Copa America finals. Argentina is in the final. Messi and his gang will face Brazil. Wow, what a showdown is waiting for us on July 11th. Argentina passed Colombia only in the penalty shootout, as the main time ended 1-1. It all started with Messi's assist on Lautaro, then Colombia equalized thanks to Luis Diaz's run. Messi was finishing the match with such an injury. Respect Leo. Messi took a penalty kick, but Argentina's goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez became the protagonist. He managed to save 3 penalties. "I'm gonna eat you up, I know where you will shoot," Martinez said to Mira before his penalty kick, and it worked out perfectly. Martinez saved Yeri's shot. Messi, on his turn, aggressively trolled his ex-teammate. "Come on, dance now, shouted the captain of the Argentina national team. The semi-final turned out to be very heated. Now all eyes are in the final. The national team of England is in Euro final, where it will meet Italy. On July 11th at Wembley, we will find out the name of the new European champion. In the semi-finals, England, in a scandalous style, passed Denmark, the main sensation of the current Euro. Mikkel Damsgaard opened the scoreline with a brilliant free kick. But a while later, England got one back thanks to Kjaer's own goal. The fate of the fight was decided in the extra time. Sterling dived in the penalty area and the referees appointed a penalty. Schmeichel, despite the fact that he was shown in the eyes with a laser beam, had to keep the net clean from Kane's shot, but Harry was the first to finish. It is interesting that at the moment with Sterling's fall, there were 2 balls on the pitch. The referee had to stop the game so that the second ball wouldn't interfere with the action. But what happened cannot be fixed. There will be no replay button to push. Sterling earned the fate of a diver, and after such a game only angered the football fans with the words, "Pure penalty. The ball is in the net. Only that matters." Well, respect to the Danes for an outstanding performance. Congratulations to England on reaching the final stage. Although we wish the score was different. Done deal. Now it's official. Sergio Ramos is a PSG player. The 35-year-old Spaniard signed a contract for 2 seasons with a salary of €15 per season. It is known that Ramos will play for the French club with the number 4. According to the defender, he has been number 4 since the beginning of his career, which brings him success and victories. For me, for the most part, I will wear this number in such a big team like PSG. This chance will be special here in Paris, Ramos told. We are to know that Sergio moved to Paris as a free agent. What a crazy boss train for PSG. Friends, on our new Bawas project, on which I am also doing voice acting, we released a reaction to Ramos' transfer. Why did Sergio choose PSG? Why do Parisians need him? How he will be met in the team, and in general, what do we all expect from him? We'll leave the video and the channel links in the card, final screen, and pinned comments. Support our new channel with subscriptions and views. We only do top content. Alright, let's go further on. Manchester United midfielder Paul Pogba may pursue a career in France. PSG would like to sign the player this summer, despite transfers of Jorginho Wijnaldum, Achraf Hakimi, Gianluigi Donnarumma and Sergio Ramos. Liquid reported. The potential deal is estimated at 50–60 million euros. To transfer Pogba, PSG will have to sell several players. These will reduce the club's salary fund. Griezmann may leave Barcelona. Sport S writes that the Frenchman would like to remain in the team, but may consider moving to another club. Much will depend on how comfortable Griezmann is with the offer he receives. Chelsea and Man United are showing interest in the player. Manchester City will try to sign the striker if they cannot agree with Tottenham on the transfer of Harry Kane. It is noted that Pep Guardiola is sympathetic to Griezmann. In addition, there is an option in which the striker can return to Atletico. PSG is also monitoring the situation. In case Kylian Mbappe leaves the club, then the French club may try to sign Griezmann. Cristiano Ronaldo can still go to PSG. According to Di Marzio and Santi FM, the Parisian leadership is actively negotiating with the footballer's agent, Jorge Mendes. The terms of the contract and salary are discussed. If PSG and Ronaldo do not come to an agreement, Cristiano will spend a new season in Juventus, after which he can leave Turin at the expiration of the contract. Chelsea decided to shock the football world. 90 Min reports that the Blues will offer £15 million for Borussia Dortmund striker Erling Haaland. It was previously reported that Dortmund could release the Norwegian in case a really crazy offer comes in. It looks like the Hornets are doing great recently. Friends, on our Obama's project, watch the reaction to the transfer of Sergio Ramos to PSG. It was Football News. Have a good one, and see you in a bit.